What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Bad Bobby Gamer here. And today, I've been asked if I could remake my PS4 physical games collection, where I talk a little bit about each title. Because the last one I did, which was November, and I'll tell you right now, I've not gotten any more physical games for the PS4, not as far as I can recall. But in that video, I didn't really talk too much about my games. So I thought, why not redo it where I actually talk about each title. I have a lot to get through, so this is going to be probably a pretty long video, but let's get started. The first game here is Legendary Fishing. I've played a little bit of this, and it's an okay fishing game. It's got arcade gameplay. It's actually made by Ubisoft, which is pretty surprising for me. That Ubisoft actually made a fishing game. But there's 10 different venues and 10 different fishing sites. And you got 20 types of fish that you can catch in this game. Like I was saying, it's a okay fishing game. It's not the best, but it certainly is not the worst. The next game is Final Fantasy 15. This game for me, I have mixed feelings on it. I like the gameplay a little bit, but I don't necessarily like the open world element battle system. I'm not really a fan of. I prefer the traditional Final Fantasy turn-based battle system where you go to set areas and you get random battles. But like I was saying, it's not a bad game, but it's not 100% my cup of tea, but it's not a bad game. The next game is Root Letter from 2016. It's an incredible visual novel. It's got decent gameplay elements, an amazing story, amazing music, amazing art. I recommend everyone, if you're into visual novels, check out Root Letter. You can see some of the artwork right here. It's incredible. The next game is the Steelbook for Yakuza Kiwami. The Steelbook has amazing art. I love the Yakuza series, so if you don't know, Yakuza Kiwami is the HD remake. It's a complete remake of Yakuza 1. Amazing game. The next game here is Dragon Quest Builders. You take Dragon Quest gameplay elements and Minecraft gameplay elements. You throw in RPG elements, because Dragon Quest it's a JRPG. You throw in RPGs, elements, level up system, quest, but Minecraft building elements. It makes for a very fun game to play. The next game is Madden NFL 16. It's just a basic, Madden NFL game. Not really the best Madden I've played, but it's pretty enjoyable. The next game is White Day: A Labyrinth Named School. This is a survival horror game. It's an HD remake of a PC horror game from Korea from the year 2000. Pretty much, this is like the original cat and mouse horror game. Almost like Outlast, where you gotta run, do puzzles, hide from enemies. I don't really like the game. Gameplay. Last time I played it was full of bugs and glitches. So I don't really like that game. Uncharted 4: Thief's End. It's my favorite Uncharted is Uncharted 1 because it plays like some of the original Tomb Raider games. Uncharted 2 and 3 end up being more action-oriented, like action set pieces, and this is the same thing, action set piece. So I like it, but I don't like it at the same time, so I'm 50-50 on it. The next game here is Street Fighter, the 30th Anniversary Collection, and it includes 12 Street Fighter games. It includes Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, aka Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter 3 The New Generation, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. They all have leaderboards, online gameplay support. They have local co-op support in single player. They have arcade mode. They have versus mode. They have everything that the Street Fighter games had back in the day. They have it and then some, with the online play and achievements and online leaderboards. So this is an incredible pickup for fans of Street Fighter. The next game here is Persona 5 Steelbook Edition, and Steelbook Edition looks incredible. I love the artwork on this Steelbook. Persona 5, it's part of the Persona series. An amazing JRPG, very deep story, deep character development, amazing music, amazing battle system, amazing art, amazing story. 100% worth picking up. But this version, which is now considered the vanilla version, is not worth picking up anymore. Because just like Persona 3 had the FES release. Persona 4 had the Golden release. This now has Persona 5 Royal Edition. And I need to pick up Royal because it makes this version obsolete. The Royal Edition includes this base game and a whole nother expansion to it. So this is not worth picking up anymore. But the Steelbook is nice to have for the collection. Until Dawn. This is a pretty cool horror game, but it's more set on like action set pieces, in my opinion. Almost like what the hell is that game called? I don't own it on PS4, but I used to have it, but it got stolen. It was called I forget the something about a soul. Beyond Two Souls. This is almost like, the gameplay is almost like Beyond Two Souls, but this one's horror related. It is worth picking up. You can get it pretty cheap, so I recommend picking up Until Dawn. Alright, the next game here is an amazing RPG, and I was able to find it, I think it was between $5 to $7 new and sealed, off Amazon.com back in 2017. And the game is called Exist Archive, The Other Side of the Sky. It's a 2.5D side-scrolling dungeon crawler, but then the actual battle system is 3D, and it's a turn-based battle system. This game is amazing. It's got really beautiful hand-drawn, shell-shaded graphics, but then once you're in battle, it's full 3D. Amazing game. I recommend it to picking it up because it is worth it. I said I don't know why. I am trying to go through this quite fast, so it's not a super long video, but the next game here is DevTale Games Fishing Sim World. This is a very deep fishing game. It is also available on PC, same with a lot of the other games, but Fishing Sim World is amazing. It's I would say it's my second favorite fishing game that I own on the PS4. It is 100% worth picking up. The next game is Rocksmith 2014 edition remastered. This game helps to teach you how to play real guitars. I didn't pick this up for the teaching aspects of it. The reason why I picked it up, and it's kind of a dumb reason, but they have this thing called amp mode, where it lets you play around with amps, preamps, metal pedals, classic rock pedals, hip-hop style pedals for the guitar. And it actually allows you to create some pretty cool sounds. So instead of buying like 40 different amps, you have them all within this game. And I have a capture card, so I can actually record it right to my computer and then take what I make and transfer it over into like an MP3 file. And I can create music that way. And that's the only reason why I picked this game up, was for the amp mode. The next game is Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, Essence of Art Edition. It includes the game in an art book, and it is pretty strange. I'll show you really quick. Take that out of the slipcover. This looks really cool. It's got really cool art. It is really cool. I mean, it's really weird and cool. Take that out of there. You got the game in there, but then the art book is actually built into the case. So yeah, that's just very, very, very strange. I would have preferred it to have been like a standalone art book, but that's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, it's Yakuza 6. Again, amazing game, amazing art, amazing story, amazing music, amazing gameplay, amazing, if I haven't said this already, amazing story, amazing characters, amazing character development. I love the Yakuza series. The next game here is Yakuza 0. I did have the Day 1 Business Edition that included business cards and stuff like that, but that got stolen. So I rebought it again, and this time I bought the PlayStation Hits Edition. And again, same feelings as Yakuza 6. Amazing game. Amazing everything. And if you want to know why it's called the Yakuza 0, this came out in 2016 or 2017. I think it was 2017. And this takes place before the events of Yakuza 1. The next game here is Titanfall 2, and I absolutely love this first-person shooter. I didn't really like the story, the single-player story, but I do love the online multiplayer. Very fun mech first-person shooter. The next game here, and I have it opened because I took the game out, and you get an art book. It is, I'm going to close this up. Give me 1 second here. It is the Day 1 edition of Root Letter Last Answer. When I bought this for like between $40 to $60, I forget what I paid, I thought it was a sequel to Root Letter, aka I thought this was going to be Root Letter 2. And all this was, it ended up being an enhanced edition of Root Letter. So I was disappointed big time. Yes, I loved Root Letter, but I didn't want to buy the game again, but I ended up buying it again. So if you have not bought Root Letter, I recommend Last Answer because it is the enhanced edition of Root Letter. And just to get it out of the way, here is the case for it. It is Root Letter Last Answer. Again, all what it is, it's an enhanced edition of Root Letter. The next game is The Silver Case, and this was an incredible visual novel about crime. You played the role as like a police detective and stuff like that, and you have the police headquarters, and you have different places you go to try to solve murders, people that are expected of murdering someone, people that ran away, stuff like that. And it's a very deep, it is pretty grim and graphic, so if you want to check out a really cool visual novel, I do recommend The Silver Case. And The Silver Case originally came out in 1999 or 1998, it was Japan only, and this was the first time it came out in America with English, I believe. But the PS2 had a game as well, which expanded upon this game, and that is also included in this, so you get the PS2 spin-off that actually ties into this game, so you get the PS1 game and the PS2 game in this one game. Amazing. The next game here is Blue Reflection. It's a JRPG from Koei Tecmo and Gust. I 100% recommend this RPG. You know, turn some people away from like the cutesy graphics, where the party is that of nothing but anime schoolgirls. So it did turn a lot of people away from the game, but I picked it up. I tried it out, and it ended up being an amazing JRPG. I have a big mess to clean up after this video's done, but the next game here is Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. I absolutely, I hate the Sword Art Online anime. I could never get into it, and I've tried. But for how the games are concerned, I absolutely love this game. It plays like an MMORPG, and it actually does have online with other players, and you play as a team, and you do the missions in the different levels and the dungeons. So they did a really good job with making this actually feel like an MMORPG to a certain extent. So I 100% recommend Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. The next game here is .hack GU Last Recode. It includes a HD remaster of Dot Hack GU parts 1, 2, and 3 from the PS2. And then you also get an exclusive new edition called Volume 4. So Dot Hack GU Volume 4 that was made for this release of the game. You know, they are all amazing JRPGs. And each RPG is actually pretty long. Each RPG, you know, Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, each one is about 25 to 80 hours long. So you got a lot of content in that package. The next game here is a HD remake of a PS1 game called Medieval. I played a little bit of this, and personally I felt like the PS1 game was better, but I still enjoyed Medieval, and I didn't really play it a lot. I played it on Halloween, or just after Halloween. I think this came out in November. Maybe it was October. But I do plan on playing this again, but I think I'm going to wait to play it until Halloween. Just so you know the mood's correct, and I don't know, I might, because I haven't finished it. I've beaten maybe 10 to 20% of the game, so I might wait until Halloween time to play Medieval again. But I mean, it's still a pretty solid game. As for a remake is concerned, I think it's still pretty solid, so I still recommend it. The next game here is Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters Daybreak Special Gigs. And yes, that's the whole name. This is a visual novel with gameplay elements in it, and I 100% do not recommend this game. On my old channel, I actually made a video and I entitled it Games I Do Not Recommend Episode 2, and this was the game featured in that video. I absolutely hate this game. The visual novel aspect is amazing, but the gameplay elements are completely broken, so it ruins this game completely, so I 100% do not recommend this game. The next game is Yakuza Kiwami 2. Again, I love the Yakuza games, like I said, and again, 100% amazing, just like the other ones. And this, why it's called the Yakuza Kiwami 2, is because it's an HD remake of Yakuza 2. The next game here is Shenmue 1 and 2. Amazing game. I 100... thought I heard music, but Shenmue 1 and 2. An HD remaster of Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2. And this is really cool. I'll open it really quick. It includes a full pull-out poster. And both games are on one disc, and I 100% recommend this remaster. It's so good. And like I was saying, you get a beautiful pull-out double-sided poster. And you can see the art on the poster is amazing as well. So yeah, I 100% recommend Shenmue 1 and 2. Shenmue 1, you get the American Dreamcast release, and Shenmue 2, I believe it's the Xbox version from America, put onto this one collection here. For the next game, I'm trying to find it. I think that might be it. No. Give me 1 second, I gotta find it. Because it ties into that. Oh, it's all the way at the bottom on this pile. That didn't work. Everything fell. But the next game here is Shenmue 3. I actually really love this game, but I do see a lot of people quite hate this game. They hate it. But Shenmue 3, it actually feels like Shenmue 1 and 2, but more modern, but still like that same gameplay style. So I 100% recommend Shenmue 3. And I also backed the Kickstarter campaign for Shenmue 3. The next game here is The Elder Scrolls Online Imperial Edition Steelbook. I actually do not like the console version of this game because I came from the PC version of this game, which I still play every now and then, to the console version of this game, and it was the frame rate that really ruined the PS4 version for me. Going from 60 FPS down to 30 with major drops, it really ruined it for me. The next game here is Bloodborne, and I absolutely love this game. It's got a really good challenge. In my opinion, Bloodborne is actually harder than Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. So I 100% recommend Bloodborne. It's made, and I bought it used, but I recommend this game 100% to someone looking for a challenge. The next game here is disc only, and it is Arcania: The Complete Tale. I got it for like $5 used off Amazon, and I already owned it on Steam, all of the games from the Arcania series. But I decided why not pick it up for PS4. It was only, actually no, I think it was $2.99. So I decided why not for $3. I'll just grab it and see how the PS4 version plays. And surprisingly, the PS4 version, in my opinion, actually plays pretty damn good. Alright, let's do this one. The next game here is... Hold on, there was tape stuck to it. The next game here is Rapala. Rapala. Fishing Pro Series. Yeah, that's what it's called, alright. This is another fishing game, and, you know, it's quite good. I would say it's on par with the Legendary Fishing, but I would say this one's a little bit better. It's a very fun fishing game, but not my favorite. The next game here is World of Final Fantasy. In my opinion, now this one's a lot better than Final Fantasy 15 in my opinion, because it goes back to that traditional battle system of Final Fantasy, and you actually have characters between Final Fantasy 1 through 12? No, 1 through 13. And it's just so good. It takes a little, you know, it takes characters from pretty much throughout the whole series, and it puts it into one game, and it has a unique story, and you play as a human boy and female, as brother and sister, and it's so good. The next game here is the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I didn't play the single player, so I can't talk about the single player, but I did play the multiplayer, and I also own this on the PC, and after playing the PC version and this version, I 100% recommend the PC version, but this is an incredible online experience. And I didn't play like that, I didn't play like the Battleground mode. I forget what they call it in this. But I did not play that mode because I don't really like those types of games. I just did strictly the online multiplayer, and it's so good. Amazing game. Alright, the next game here is Destiny, and this is so dead on PS4, it's not even funny. So, even when I bought this, because originally I had this on 360 in 2013, 2014, then I picked this version up in 2017. By the time I got it on PS4, this version of it was dead, which is the vanilla Destiny. So I do not recommend picking up this vanilla version of Destiny. The next game here, I'll do this one. The next game here is Days Gone, and I've been playing a lot of this recently because I got this last year. I put a little bit of time into it, and then I stopped playing. I've actually gone back, and I've been playing through Days Gone. While a lot of people hate this game for whatever reason, I'm not really sure why they don't like it. I absolutely love this game. It's a really fun open-world zombie survival horror game where you need to micromanage your inventory, weapons, bullets. You gotta deal with massive like, that's not even an exaggeration on the box art. You gotta deal with hordes that size, sometimes even bigger. And you know, you gotta micromanage, it's called scrap, and that's your money. You need to micromanage that so you can keep on refueling your bike so you don't get stranded. With the horde of zombies, you can actually get out of there. You know, you run out of gas, your bike stops, it dies. Like, the bike doesn't blow up or anything, just it stops moving because it ran out of gas. So you need to micromanage that. You know, you need to micromanage where exactly you're going to be on the map in case you do run out of gas. You want to make sure that you're near a gas station so you can stop and fill up the tank. But you also need to factor in if there's going to be zombies or other, like, NPC humans there that try to kill you. So you need to factor in, okay, I need a melee weapon. I need to get I need to make sure my crossbow has round, like, bolts, So in case I need to go silent to kill the enemies, I can. But then you also need to factor in, alright, if they're going to be heavily armored, I'm going to need bullets. But then I need to make sure I have a lot of bullets in case I run into zombies. I need to make sure I have health packs so I can re-heal if need be. So there's a lot of strategy and planning that goes into this game, and it's extremely fun. I 100% recommend Days Gone. And since that's in my PS4, I'm not going to put that on my bed. I'll place it right here. The next game here is Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. I absolutely love this game as well. I'm actually going to be rebuying this game once it's available on Steam to support Guerrilla Games and the PC release of this game. And I will replay through this game once again on PC once it's released. I have beaten this game on PS4 with every single achievement unlocked, and I 100% recommend Horizon Zero Dawn. Alright, the next game here, and this is actually my favorite fishing game on the PS4. Like I was saying, that Fishing Sim World was my second favorite. This is actually my favorite, and it is called Real Fishin' Road Trip Adventure. You know, Real Fishin' is an incredible fishing video game series. It's been going strong since the PS1 days with Real Fishin' 2, and then the PS2 got Real Fishin' 3. It's been on the Wii. I believe there was a Game Boy Advance release for it. It's got mobile releases. It was on, I believe there was a downloadable PS3 title, and then you got Real Fishin' Road Trip Adventure. There's PS Vita games, PSP games. I think there might have been one on the DS. I think there's one on the 3DS. So this series has been going on for many, many, many years, and it is incredible. In this PS4 version, you got a really good story. You got obviously the fishing gameplay elements. There's a crafting system, level up system. There's you gotta craft new fishing rods and fishing poles, and you gotta craft new lures. So there's a lot of gameplay here, and it's extremely fun. The next game here is Valkyria Revolution. While everyone that loves Valkyria, they end up hating this game because it wasn't like Valkyria Chronicles. I am the exception. Even though I do like Chronicles, I actually preferred Valkyria Revolution. I thought the gameplay was brilliant. I enjoyed the gameplay, enjoyed the story, enjoyed the art. I enjoyed the gameplay, the story, the art, the music, the characters, character development. I enjoyed everything about this game, so I 100% recommend checking it out. If you have played Chronicles and you didn't like it, or if you've played Chronicles and you like it, check out Revolution, because it's a completely different game. It's a real-time action combat game. It's not an RTS by any means, so check it out. And I recommend it 100%. The next game here is Killzone Shadowfall. In my opinion, this is the weakest game in the Killzone series. So I absolutely did not like this game. It was okay at best. It was mediocre. This game was mediocre. I do not recommend it. The next game here is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I own this on PC. I own it on PS4. And in my opinion, this is a lot better than Call of Duty Black Ops 3. In my opinion, this was like the polished version of Black Ops 3. Some people agree with me and some people disagree with me. But I do 100% feel like this was the polished version of Black Ops 3. And I 100% recommend Infinite Warfare. The next game here is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And I own this on PC and PS4, and I 100% hate Call of Duty Black Ops 4 on PC and PS4. I hate this game. In my opinion, it did not play good. It didn't flow good. I didn't like the, it was like a healing needle you stuck in your arm to get your health back. I didn't like the instant healing it had. So yeah, I 100% do not like this game, and I do not recommend it. But some people might like this game because of the Blackout game mode, which is like the Battlegrounds mode. Alright, the next game here is Call of Duty World War II. I absolutely love World War II, and again, it's about 50-50 with people. Half of the people love it, half the people hate it. So, I would say it's hit or miss. I love it personally. I would recommend everyone to pick it up, try it out. It's a really good game. The next game here, and I let a friend borrow this game, and it used to be the day one edition, beautiful box and just beautiful condition. And after I let them borrow the game, this is how I got it back. And it's Neo. I absolutely love Neo. I love the challenge, and it is one of the hardest games on PS4. Like, this is so much harder than Bloodborne. It's so much harder than not Black Ops. So much harder than Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and it's even harder than Demon Souls. I 100% recommend Neo. But a lot of people actually hated Neo, but I loved it. The next game here is, I actually bought this game in 2017 at $5 or below for $5, new and sealed. And because I had it on PC, and there's still a lot of players on PC, and I absolutely loved the game. So I picked it up on PS4, brought it home, and the online servers were like gone. They were shut down, or they were either shut down or there was no one playing. But there was no one. And that game was Bloodborne. So as it stands for the PS4 version, do not pick it up. It's not worth your time or money because there's no. The game's literally bare bones. There's nothing. The next game here is Everybody's Golf. 100% recommend this game. It's extremely fun. You know, it's just a golf game, but Everybody's Golf, that's what it's called in Japan, and that's what it's now called in America, but it used to be called Hot Shots Golf in America on PS1, PS2, etc. So if you like Hot Shots Golf, you should try out Everybody's Golf on PS4. Oh, and it also has online play. Like, I got paired up with a Japanese player once, and I actually beat him, and I don't remember if he was typing in the game or it was his voice, but he was raging pretty bad. Because I beat him extremely bad in the game. Alright, the next game here is, and I also own this on PC, and I would say this game is a lot better on PC, but it's also goddamn amazing on PS4. And that game is Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. If you like Persona and dungeon crawling elements, I would recommend this game. It plays like a Persona game, but it also has a really good dungeon crawl, like gameplay style to it. So yeah, I 100% recommend this game. The next game here is Shurikagura Peach Beach Splash, no shirt, no shoes, all service edition. And it actually includes quite a lot. It includes the game, an art book. It includes the game, an art book. It includes this little like collectible sleeve, and then the soundtrack and a Blu-ray. So, and what the Blu-ray includes is all the cinematic openings from the previous games, all on one Blu-ray, so you can watch it like a movie. Then it's got the soundtrack and a pretty decent-sized art book in the game. And this game is goddamn amazing. And I actually like this game so much, and since Shurikagura, in my honest opinion, is very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very niche title. I decided, because, you know, I got this for $50, because Amazon had a flash sale as a pre-order for this edition, because this edition was going to go up to $80 to $100 after the sale was over. So I picked that up, and after the game came out, you know, I played it, and then I picked this up for $60. And this same game, but this is the standard edition. Only reason why I bought this after I bought this was to support the developer in hopes that they bring this game to PC. Because eventually, I'm thinking it will hit PC, because all the other Shurikagura games have hit PC. And then I also bought both of them in hopes that, you know, other people would buy it like I did. And then I had hopes that they would release more Shurikagura games on PS4 in the future, and they have. So, 2 thumbs up, I guess that worked. But maybe they already had plans to release them, I don't know, but I just, you know, the reason why I bought both of these was so, in hopes that they release more, and they have released more, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is a really cool first-person shooter. Well, no, I'm sorry, third-person shooter where you shoot each other with water guns. You do like tournaments, and I love this game so much. I pretty much beat the whole game in one sitting. Unlocked every single achievement in one sitting, and it was so much fun. I think I played it for like 30 hours straight and beat the game 120%. What I mean by 120% is beat everything that the game had to offer, all the challenges, everything. Story mode, did all the stuff that online had for me. I got all the challenges, all the mini game modes, and I got all the achievements. The next game here is Valkyrie. I might pronounce this wrong, but I believe it's Valkyrie Ace Hero School Story. This is a really cool dungeon crawler where it's got level up RPG elements, and then you got to deal with rebuilding the school. It's got dungeon crawler gameplay. You do quests. You have people graduate your school. You rebuild the school to its like former glory, and it's so much fun. I 100% recommend this game. The next game here is, and I didn't really play a lot of this game on PS4. I've beaten it on PC, and the only reason why I bought it on PS4 was I got it pretty cheap, and that's The Evil Within 2. Bought it brand new. I think I got it for like $15. I got it for $10 new and sealed. So I decided why not, could add it to the collection and try out the PS4 version to see how it compares to the PC version. And it's a very fun survival horror game. The next game here is Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter, or SGZH. This is a very fun zombie shooter. I can't really say a lot about this without ruining like moments within the game and the story. I'll show you the back. Yeah, it's a very fun game. I pre-ordered this, so I got it the day it came out, and I was really happy I did because it ended up being very, very, very fun. And I will say that it's got a lot of level up elements. You level up your characters, you level up the weapons, you can level up the ammo that the weapons use. It's very fun. And it's like 100% like an arcade style action game. Very fun. The next game here is Mega Man Legacy Collection. Own this on PC and PS4. And I have... Oh, okay, that was that. And I'll show you this. It includes really cool, some collectible little things. Take them out so you guys can see them. And they're actually stickers, so you can stick them to whatever you want. You get this. Oop, there we go. You get a little Mega Man. Like, that's really cool. You get Zero. I think that was his name. It's been a while since I played Mega Man, but I think his name's Zero. And then you get a Dr. Wily sticker. No, I've been saving these in the package ever since I got them. But maybe I should stick them to my computer, because that would be pretty cool, since I am a fan of Mega Man. But unfortunately, I do not recommend picking this up on PS4. This game. Tell you why. Right now, if you buy this Mega Man Legacy Collection, get it for the PC. I don't know what the hell Capcom or whoever made this did, because it says Digital Escape and Capcom. So I think Digital Escape made this and then Capcom published it. But I don't know what in the hell, I don't know what the hell they did wrong with this. Because Mega Man Legacy Collection, it includes the first 6 Mega Man games. So you get Mega Man, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4, Mega Man 5, Mega Man 6. But how in the hell did they screw it up? This game has horrible frame rate issues and random bugs and glitches. Like, it goes from running at 60 FPS, and then will dip down to 30, and then once there's projectiles on the screen, it dips down to like 8 frames a second, and it makes the... And then, on the PS4, the whole game has input lag, so you press X and it takes like a couple seconds for Mega Man to jump. So while they're trying to do your precise jumps and movements, you're going to die repeatedly, because of the input lag and then the frame rate issues. So this on PS4 is a complete mess. hot mess. On Steam, it has none of those issues. No input lag and no frame rate issues. So I don't know if they made it on PC first and then tried porting it to the consoles or what happened. But this, I'm so disappointed with this game because it just absolutely sucks. My favorite Mega Man is Mega Man 2. And I've tried playing all 6 of these games, and each one has the same issue. Even my favorite, Mega Man 2, has issues on this. But then the PC version has none of those issues. So if you're going to buy Mega Man Legacy Collection, you should snag it on Steam. Maybe if this is available on the Xbox One, maybe that doesn't have the issues. Or maybe if it's available on the Nintendo Switch, maybe on there it doesn't have the issues. But on PS4, this game has nothing but issues. And now it's time for the last game here in my physical games collection. And this game has a lot of hate, a little bit of love. So I would say, from what I've seen, it seems like about 90% hate it, 10% love it. And I am actually in the percentage that love it. And that game is Star Ocean: Integrity and Faithfulness. In my opinion, this is an incredible Star Ocean game. It's an amazing JRPG, and I 100% recommend to, at least because because of all the hate, I think I got it for like $6 new and sealed, or between $6 to $10 new and sealed. For that price, it's worth picking up. Trust me. Amazing game. I love it, but like I said, a lot of people seem to hate it, but I love the game, and it's just an incredible JRPG, incredible story, incredible music, incredible art, incredible battle system. Incredible, miniature little snippets of, the characters talking together while they're walking to an objective or something like that, when they talk to each other. Amazing game. And in my opinion, I think the voice acting wasn't half bad either. So this game, I 100% recommend. And if it's still as cheap as I got it for, $6 to $10 new and sealed, it's worth picking up. Alright guys, that was my PS4 physical games collection, where I talked a little bit about each game. I hope you guys enjoyed this collection video. It is quite a lot of games here. Because, I was pretty big into collecting for the PS4 in 2017, and then in 2018 I took a break, went back to PC. I'll just give you guys a little history. I was big on 360 from 2008 until 2013, and then I switched back to PC, which I hadn't touched in years, as a hardcore PC gamer. And then I was hardcore PC from 2013 until 2017. Then I bought my PS4 and started building up the collection, and then 2018 took a break from that, and I started collecting for the PS4 again. 2018 I stopped with the PS4 and went back to PC. 2019 I was still PC, still hardcore PC, but then I started collecting big time for the PS4 again. And then this year, 2020, I've gone back to the PC, started collecting big time for PC, and then but I'm sitting here playing through the games on PS4 that I really hadn't played through from the games I bought 2017, 2019. So this year I've been collecting on PC, playing PC, and playing the games I've bought for PS4 but have not finished yet. So I've been going through my backlog. Alright guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I'll catch you all in my future videos. Bad Bobby Gamers out. Peace.